Hello, guys. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Just 2 minutes. Can you hear me now? I just did it. I just undid it. See if you can hear me. You can still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
You can?
Yeah. Let me think.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me now? Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, make sure the things stay on the right one.
Yeah.
You know which one it is?
Yeah.
The next to the last one.
Okay.
Right?
Sorry, guys. Hi,
Next
Tree
to the
Dog.
last one.
Hi, Tree Dog. Hi, Dark Menace. Hello, Captain Lee Fan. I was saying that what a day. I got up at 5:50 this morning. I was up state at Ethan's college to pick him up and then do some things. Then we had open bank accounts for him, and we did some exploring around the town. And oh, that's too loud. And so that's what I was saying when I was muted. But we're going to talk. Let me let Jimmy shut this down because I can't. It's like I can't do that with my hearing myself. Okay, I don't know what is going on with my sound. Anyway, should be okay. Is the sound okay now? Yes. All right, so a big day. While I was away, I did just check the manhunt for Austin Robert Drummond, and I saw that he was captured. So I wrote a quick post, and that was the extent. That was the extent of my social media while I was there. We had a lot of other things to do, but I want to go over that because since I've been home, I've been going over it. And he was in a pool house. You know, he didn't move from Jackson, okay? And I guess that's because he knew the area and he must have had people helping him, yada, yada, yada. There was that other arrest last night of the woman. And then there was surveillance footage last night, which showed him walking around with a gun outside of a church. And, of course, he was caught soon after that. So let's talk about what happened with him. And, you know, this one picture of him, I don't know, is it Kevin Spacey that he's reminding me of in this picture? Hold on, let me get this over here. Come on. Is it a Kevin Spacey vibe I'm getting there? I don't know. Okay, so the man wanted Austin Robert Drummond, for the quadruple murder of a family in West Tennessee. He was taken into custody. He was captured Tuesday morning after a week-long search for him. Jackson Police Chief Tom Corley said that the police department received several calls about possible sightings of Drummond around 8 a.m. One of the calls came in at 8:57. And the officers made the arrest at 9:05 a.m. He'd been living in a vacant building. That was a pool house. And there were, I'll have a picture of it. Hang on 1 minute. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation released the photo, right, you see there, of him moments after he was taken into custody. He looks shocked, doesn't he? And then his mugshot is here. He really looks shocked. He looks absolutely defeated. He knows he's done. He is done. 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 Totally. Right? I mean, there's no more. Why is this? Hold on a minute. I'm trying to get this out here and it doesn't want to. For some reason, it's giving me a hard time here. Why? I don't know. Hold on a moment. There's the mugshot. Hold on a moment. Stop. What the heck is going on here? I don't know what's going on here with this stupid thing. Okay, so the TBI director, David Rausch, could not release a motive for the murders. He said that Drummond's girlfriend is the sister of... Now, this doesn't make sense, okay? This is definitely wrong. It says, he said Drummond's girlfriend is the sister of two of the victims and daughter of a victim. He said Drummond's girlfriend is the sister of two of the victims and the daughter of the victim. So now, let's just go on this. They had said for the longest time that it was the grandmother, the 38-year-old grandmother's sister that was involved with him. Now they are saying that it was the sister of the baby's mother and the baby's uncle and the daughter of the grandmother. Interesting. Okay, so he's been transported to an undisclosed facility. The arrest comes after a shelter-in-place alert was issued for those in Jackson, Tennessee on Tuesday morning. He was spotted in the area of Saddlebrook Drive and Bridle Path Drive. There was surveillance footage that was playing last night. A witness on the scene said he was doing work for some friends when they saw the back door of a greenhouse open, which is never left open. He said he looked up and he saw a man walking through the area, and that's when he said he called 911, and within 15 minutes, Drummond was arrested. He's been on the run since last Tuesday. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. With the only way I'm going to find... Okay, I need to go somewhere over here and find out about this now. Whew. So now there's talk about this Caitlin. So I want to see what people are saying about her. She just went to Gatlinburg with him at the end of July. She is the only sibling left. So she is. So what about all the stuff about him being with the aunt? You see what I mean? What's up with that? They were saying for the longest time that he was involved with the aunt who was a corrections officer. Okay, just hang on for a second here. So crazy. I just want to see what... This is apparently the place in the pool house where he was hanging out. Lots of alcohol there. here is another, shoot. Picture of him being captured. Okay. Let's see. I am so confused here. So the aunt, the one they were saying was in jail. I don't know. And so they have 4 other people arrested, right? We know that we have Tanaka Brown, Giovante Thomas, Dira Sanders, and there may be a 4th person, but I'm not going to add that yet. So there's 3 others arrested along with him. They were arrested the days prior. Now let me just go and see one thing over here because oh, they didn't put that up, did they? No, they did not. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to check this about the aunt or the okay, so now this is weird. There's photos of a very pregnant woman. So that was all, okay. So they were all wet with, I guess, that it was the grandmother's sister. It's the grandmother's daughter. That's why you got to take everything with a grain of salt, until. So there is, let me see here. It looks like, hold on a second. See, and you got to see if this is AI. This looks like AI now. Hang on. Okay. Is it AI or is it not? I'm trying to see here. Someone said, I've had to block people commenting false claims. This is AI. Proof that it's not. Okay, they're saying it's not. Let me see here. Okay, but that does not look like that woman, does it? All right, there's something happening like every. Rumors have been circulating that Caitlin is around 4 months pregnant with his child, and based on the photos, I'm inclined to believe it's 100% true. Okay. She definitely does look pregnant. And looks like she posted pictures of her and him going to Gatlinburg at the end of July. Let me see here. So Now, no idea where she is, what she's doing. Is she just as devastated? Apparently, they said a family member said that he was nothing but nice to them. And then, let's see. Someone that says, okay, and again, a grain of salt on everything. Supposedly, this is the sister-in-law to the girlfriend. But let me make sure. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so a grain of salt on this. She said, for everyone that's come into my page from older comments, I'll clarify this one time only. This is a comment I will be copying and pasting, so it may answer more than you've asked for. Or it may not answer everything you've asked, but I don't want any confusion. And after this, I won't be replying to any of this as we're trying to process, grieve, and be with family. Courtney Rose, my husband, and Caitlin. Now see, now this is totally different again now too. This is saying that Courtney Rose, this woman's husband, and Caitlin Speed are siblings. So now here we go again, saying Courtney Rose and Caitlin are siblings. While just a moment ago, it's saying that Courtney Rose is the mother and Caitlin is the sibling of the baby's mother and the baby's uncle. This is crazy. Is this not crazy? This is crazy. Adriana and Braden are our niece and nephew. Austin was Caitlin's boyfriend at one time. Yes, he was close to our family. Yes, we cared about him, and we thought he cared about us. He has literally been nothing short of amazing to us and our kids every time. I think I've already read this. So now, let me see if I can figure out. Okay. Here's something else now. I just saw something about the district attorney. Okay, it says another family tie to that person. The Tennessee Department of Corrections confirmed that Rose's sister. See, this is ridiculous. That means that a new news source is quoting an officer. I believe it was an officer they quoted. And I'm going to go back to that. As saying that his girlfriend is the sibling of two of the people killed and the daughter of one. Right here, it's saying TBI confirmed Rose's sister, that is the grandmother, Caitlin Speed, was a corrections officer in the Northwest Correctional Complex during Drummond's incarceration. Family members confirm Speed and Drummond were in a relationship. Pictures posted online show the two together after Drummond's release. Okay, so then what in the world are they now? Okay, and this is crazy because I will tell you something. Let me go back to where this one, which is a newer source, and it's saying Drummond had been living in the vacant building. And then it said Drummond had been on the run since last Tuesday. Where is this that I read? Where did we just see that it said? Okay. Oh, yeah. He said Drummond's girlfriend is the sister of two of the victims and the daughter of a victim. That is completely false. And they're saying that the TBI director, they're putting that in the same sentence. Now, yeah, they're saying that TBI director David Rausch said this. Meanwhile, in an earlier media, this one says hold on, where's this one? This one says, okay. I say they previously reported that a family member confirmed that Drummond was in a relationship with Caitlin Speed, the sister of Courtney Rose. But they're quoting a TBI agent as saying something completely. Okay, so which one is correct? I've heard for a long time. Okay, let me go back to this thing here. Does anybody know this misinformation? He should have never been paroled. The prosecutor told the parole board he was a danger to society. Yeah, high voices in your head. I don't know this story. It sounds awful. It is awful. But there's a lot of misinformation about who this is. Yeah, and speaking of the parole, there is a letter here. I just saw it. Let me see. I get to, this one says, let me see if I can open this up over here. Yeah, here we go. This is Victim Services Director regarding Austin Drummond. This is from 2020. I've been notified about the defendant's parole hearing set on July 23rd, 2020 at the West Tennessee State Penitentiary. This office strongly opposes his early release on parole. Austin Drummond is a dangerous felony offender and confirmed member of the Vice Lords. On July 31st, 2013, he entered a Circle K convenience store and pointed a revolver pistol at the victim in this case as he demanded money from her. He was convicted by a jury of aggravated robbery. After his jury trial, Drummond made a phone call to his father where he threatened, I'm sure they mean threatened, the jurors and the victim in this case. He made statements saying they were going to regret it and I'll be out one day. Drummond's behavior while in prison should also be taken into consideration. He has 25 disciplinary actions against him that include refusing orders, drug possession, defiance, and being in possession of a deadly weapon. This type of behavior clearly demonstrates that Drummond has no desire for rehabilitation and is not capable of living among society. Due to the seriousness of the crimes he committed, his violent behavior towards the victims in these cases, and to protect society from his criminal behavior, we feel that he should remain in prison and serve his sentence in full. And that was Jody Pickens, the district attorney general then. Now, Drummond was out on bond from an attempted murder case that happened inside the prison when these murders happened. Now it says, another family tie, the Tennessee Department of Corrections confirmed. Now here you got another confirmation. This is so crazy. Rose's sister, Caitlin Speed. But this is what I always heard. So up until this TBI is saying something differently, I don't understand it. But they say the Tennessee Department of Corrections confirmed that Rose's sister, Caitlin Speed, was a corrections officer in the Northwest Correctional Complex during Drummond's incarceration. Family members confirm that Caitlin Speed and Austin Drummond were in a relationship, and pictures posted online show the two together after Drummond's release. So, yeah, let me see. Because up to this. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so here's somebody that just said, Courtney Rose is the mother of Adriana and Braden, grandmother to the baby, and sister of Caitlin Speed. So again, it must be that they either wrote it wrong or the TBI. I bet you the reporter wrote it wrong. I don't think the TBI agent is wrong. Caitlin Speed is the sister of Courtney, involved with Austin Drummond while she worked at the jail. And let's see. He dated while incarcerated. Well, where is she now? Because now I've heard she's in jail now. And I heard she's pregnant also. Let's see. It says that Caitlin's Facebook has been deactivated. And so who has the baby? Okay, let's see if we can see if she is incarcerated now. I don't know. Let me see. It's looking at, I don't know, is she 24 years old? That would be quite a big difference between Courtney and her. So I don't know if that's her. Let me see here. But let me go to something else. Can I love you?
Yeah.
Let's put him back here for a second. It's very Kevin Spacey here. I don't know. I see Kevin Spacey like crazy. Do they have the death penalty in Tennessee? Drummond was free on bond for a murder charge before being captured. Now he faces Charges of first-degree murder, 4 of them. Kidnapping and weapons-related offenses in the murders. Caitlin. Oh, here's another thing about Caitlin. Okay, now this is correct. So the only one that's incorrect is the one that's saying something about a TB agent, but I think that the reporter is probably the one that's wrong there. Caitlin Speed, sister of Courtney Rose, the grandmother that was killed, was a corrections officer at the same facility where Drummond served time. Family members said that Miss Speed and Drummond were in a relationship. And then again, allegedly she is pregnant as well. So, it's, I don't know. Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. So what was the, where is the girl? Is she in jail? That's what I've heard. Now this is the pool house where he was hiding. And let's see here. Where is she? All right, let me go right over here because I think I'm going to have to get it. The controversy of giving bonds to people. Okay. Where is she? All right. U.S. Marshals captured him after he was sighted in the area. Police said a shelter-in-place order was in effect, where residents were warned to lock their doors and windows after security cameras captured Drummond armed with a rifle and wearing a camouflage jacket. Footage was released by the department, showed him armed with the gun trying to enter a building. Okay, TBI, Rausch said the killings were not a random act of violence. It appears with all the information this was a targeted incident. The deceased were relatives of an infant who was found abandoned roughly 40 miles south of the wooded area in Tiptonville where the bodies were. The child was found in the front yard of a home after Drummond left the baby there and flagged people down to help. Okay. A relative of the victim said that Drummond used to date a sister of Rose. He has literally been nothing short of amazing to us. Let me see here. Okay, now they're saying the sister is pregnant with his baby, and apparently she's in jail for messing around with him while he was locked up. Let's see. Right, she's pregnant with his baby, and they were together at least a month ago. Comment above. So the sister is in jail and pregnant. Okay, let me see here. All right, allegedly affiliated with the Vice Lords. Drummond was previously convicted of okay. I want to see what it says more about this sister aunt. The sister aunt of three of the people killed is pregnant by him. She worked in the jail, prison, began a relationship with him, lost her job, picked up the relationship with him when he was out. There's been reports she's married to him, but also that she's engaged and pregnant by him. The sister aunt fiance had been reported to be currently incarcerated on charges due to her relationship with him while she was a prison guard. There has also been reports she is sheltering with other family members. There was a post by another one of their family members saying the guy was nothing but amazing to all of them. They said none of them have any idea why this happened. I don't know. Let's see. Trying to get some articles state Austin was the ex of Caitlin. He may have believed it. No, don't give me speculation, please. Could the father of Courtney's children possibly be? No. People are going crazy and speculating a million different things. Okay, let me just try this. Try one other thing to see if they have any more about this girlfriend, pregnant girlfriend. Yeah, so it's looking like she's pregnant. She did post, let me see, there are pictures. Let's see here. Let me just look over here for this. Okay, Caitlin called me and told me, what the heck is this? Who wrote this? Caitlin told me about you. And that you were terminated. Then the day he gets out, you move off. I don't know. I don't know who wrote that. That sounds kind of Sister of the mother, yeah. And it is looking like that this is her and him, and that she's pregnant. So crazy, right? So she's pregnant with a baby whose father killed her sister, her niece, her nephew, and her niece's husband. And left the great niece, 7-month-old great niece, alive. And it looks like she may have a small child, 6, 7 years old maybe. Unbelievable. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Let me see. Spoke to Caitlin. Data, he wants his baby. Okay, hang on a minute. Now apparently, here's another twist. Someone who's allegedly the father of another child that this Caitlin has is saying that, called me and told me, move off with my daughter. Oh boy, what a craziness. Just absolute craziness. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to come on this. See what you guys are. Okay, here we go. Hi, Captain Lee. Let's see. Anybody else know any more about this? He should have never been paroled. Yeah, I've heard that. So apparently she's pregnant. Apparently she has another child, and that daddy is not happy. There's reports that she's in jail right now. I don't know. But we're going to go to Florida right now and go see that father-in-law that tried to drown, from the UK, who tried to drown his daughter-in-law in a Florida pool. Okay. See what's going on with this one. So, Mark Gibbon. Right there. He's been arrested. That's from the Polk County Sheriff's Office. He is a British tourist. He is from the UK, and they were vacationing in Davenport, Florida. He's accused of trying to drown his daughter-in-law while they were on vacation in Florida in the swimming pool. They had a rental home. The rental home had a pool, and investigators say that the father-in-law and the daughter-in-law were arguing over the grandchildren when it happened. Mark Raymond Gibbon, 62 years old, of the UK, was arrested and charged with attempted second-degree murder and battery. The Polk County deputies were called to the Solterra Resort on Pine Tree Trail in Davenport on Sunday to investigate a disturbance in a backyard swimming pool. Investigators say witnesses told them that Mark Gibbon was arguing with his 33-year-old daughter-in-law about his grandchildren when he tried to drown her while they were in the vacation rental home swimming pool. Gibbon's accused of pushing and holding the victim's head underwater multiple times, preventing her from breathing. It's just a slight reaction. It's just a slight overreaction, right? Just a slight overreaction. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with people? According to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, the victim's 9-year-old daughter jumped into the pool in an attempt to stop Gibbon from drowning her mother. The victim stated that Gibbon only stopped after a pair of sisters from Ohio who were vacationing next door said they called the sheriff's office. Gibbon was arrested and charged with attempted second-degree murder and battery. Wow. This is crazy. So Sheriff Grady Judd, which you guys are probably familiar with, great guy. He says, it's great that Polk County draws visitors from all across the world, but we expect vacationers to behave when they visit us, just as we expect our lifelong residents to do the same. Because Mr. Gibbon couldn't control his anger, he may find himself spending a lot more time in Florida than he had anticipated. It's crazy, isn't it? Just nuts. Hi, little lady. Little lady, did you ever answer me about that vase? Did you ever see the vase? Remember I told you I did it over and I didn't know if you wanted it because the one you said was blue and white and then I made the one with the birds on it. I don't know if you ever saw that. Maybe you didn't. Maybe if I have an auction tomorrow, I'll show it to you. Hi, Justina. Hi, Jane Grill. Yeah. Where was the husband? I have no idea, Captain Lee. No idea. Can't imagine being that mad at anyone. What happened to just walk away? I know, right? Can you just and there's kids around. Oh my gosh. I wonder what they were even arguing about. I really do. So nuts. So nuts. Let's see what else is going on. Well, here's another crazy thing. So, hello guys, can you hear me now? Hold on, now I don't know where that's coming from. Can you hear me now? Hang on, hang on. 2 minutes. Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh, afraid. What the heck? I'm sorry, I don't know how that started playing, my video. Why? How? Hang on, let me get this. I want to get... So, okay. Let me get this out here. This is crazy. This is not him. Hold on. Where's the heck is this guy that I'm looking for? That's not Eric. Eric Ward. Well, yeah, everything's okay. Everything's okay. Perfect. But that is not him. Hang on a minute. I wanted just to go to this right here. I'm just trying to find this. Okay. So, Eric Ward, I'm going to go put him over here. Let me get his, I have the, he was convicted and I have his, I just want to get his image up here so that we know we're on something else. Okay. This was him. Guess. On the stand. Right there. Okay. He's from Ohio, and let me get the on November 1st, what is this? Here's my background on this case here. Come on. So this guy was convicted this week of aggravated murder and gross abuse of a corpse, among other charges, after he mercilessly beat and killed a woman over a span of 3 days, and then he dismembered her body with an axe and shears. Eric Ward, 36, was found guilty on Monday following a trial in Franklin County for the 2021 death of 32-year-old Allison Lorenz, who he killed using a wet washcloth. I remember that. Prosecutors say that Ward brutally beat Lorenz, whom he was romantically involved with, at a residence, and then he put the cloth over her mouth while she suffocated. I remember this when this happened, from agonal breathing caused by Ward throwing her to the ground and pummeling her. Another woman who testified against Ward is named Heather Baker, helped him dismember Lorenz's body after being beaten and attacked herself. From September 25th to September 27th of 2021, the defendant mercilessly beat Ms. Lorenz in her own home until she succumbed to her injuries. In order to dispose of the evidence of his actions, he decided to dismember the woman and dispose of her remains. He took Ms. Baker to a hardware store to purchase an axe, shears, and cleaning supplies. Heather Baker purchased a storage unit at the U-Haul storage facility in Columbus, Ohio. Authorities say they learned of Ward's actions while investigating him for selling drugs with a related search of a home he used and discovered with a related search of a home he used and the discovery of the storage unit receipt, it led cops to Lorenz's body and the supplies used to dismember her. Ward exercised control over the woman, though, through physical and mental abuse, and controlled access to narcotics. Upon speaking with residents of the area, detectives obtained information that the male and female hauled away several black plastic bags from the house the day before. Ward and Baker are said to have conducted numerous web searches, regarding DNA evidence and blood after Lorenz's death. Defendant and Baker then drove to a home department store and purchased a cobalt axe and Corona shears. Police discovered Lorenz's body on September 29th of 2021 inside of a garage at the home, out of which Ward was reportedly selling drugs. The officers were investigating her involvement with his suspected drug activity. Detectives observed the plastic on the walls and the dismembered corpse. Alongside her dismembered corpse was a blue cobalt axe and Corona shears. Ward's conviction marks the end of the second trial he was given. The first trial, which began July 14th, Baker pled guilty to tampering with evidence and abuse of a corpse. But there was a juror threatened by someone over the case, so I guess they had to have a retrial, right? Okay, now let's see the poor woman that he did this to. This was the woman that he did this to. I remember this about the wet washcloth. That is the woman. She was born in 1988. Okay. Wow. Really crazy people. Okay, let's see if there's any. Journalist reported missing wife. Where was this? In South Carolina. Okay, let me look at something else here before we go on. Okay, she got a restraining order. Found on highway. Okay. So, okay. I don't know. I was trying to, okay. What in the world happened here? This little girl. right there, girl, 10 years old, Rebecca Baptista's father, Richard Baptista, and his girlfriend, Anicia Woods, have been arrested on murder charges. An Arizona couple, oh my gosh, she looks like a little girl I know, is facing murder charges after a young girl was found unresponsive on a highway last month and died days later. Police in Holbrook, Arizona discovered 10-year-old Rebecca Batiste unresponsive at the intersection of two highways on July 27th. Batiste was transported to a medical facility where she died on July 30th. Her father, 32-year-old Richard Baptiste, and 29-year-old girlfriend, Anicia Woods, were arrested in connection with the murder. They each were charged with first-degree murder and child abuse, according to the Apache County court records. Court records do not indicate a plea or attorney information. During a court appearance on Monday, August 4th, prosecutors alleged that Rebecca had been tortured and was dehydrated and malnourished when she was found. The child was reportedly missing, oh my gosh, her toenails, and her condition showed indications of a child physical abuse, SA, and torture. She was black and blue from head to toe. Rebecca's uncle, Damon Hawkins, said she had two black eyes and they're thinking the cause of death was because of a hemorrhage. Rebecca's school reportedly contacted the Department of Child Safety 12 times with concerns about her welfare, but said it appeared no meaningful action was taken. Oh, and here's the lovely parents and father and girlfriend. Let's see. No meaningful action was taken. Isn't that terrible? And then we have this guy who was executed for killing his wife and children with a machete in Florida. So Edward Zachrzewski and his wife Sylvia had been going through marital problems. He told the neighbor that he would rather kill his family than go through a divorce. So that's what he did. 30 years ago, on the morning of June 9th, 1994, he found out Sylvia wanted a divorce, so he purchased a machete on his lunch break. His day went on as usual, and then he went home and waited for his family. When his family got home, he first approached Sylvia, knocking her unconscious, strangling her with a rope as she was sitting alone in the living room. He then approached his 7-year-old son, Edward, and killed him with the machete. And then he confronted his 5-year-old daughter, Anna, and struck her with the machete when she was in the bathroom. Following the murders, he drove to Orlando and took a flight to Hawaii, where he changed his name and lived with a family who ran a religious commune for 4 months. One day, the family was watching the television show Unsolved Mysteries, and they saw Zachrzewski's picture. The next day, he turned himself into local police. Over the years, his lawyers have filed numerous appeals, but they were all denied. On the day of his execution, he woke up at 5:15 a.m. and had fried pork chops, root beer, and ice cream as his last meal. According to the Department of Corrections spokesperson Paul Walker, he had one visitor and remained compliant as he awaited to be executed. He was executed by a lethal injection. Let me see here. And let me see if they have about, Okay, let me see here. He was sentenced to death for the murder of his wife and 2 small children. He has filed successive motion. Okay. Let me see. So yeah, he was executed after 30 years. I don't know where I was just had my the heck. Yes. After 30 years, okay. So get rid of this. This. Oh, that was that. Okay. Okay. See what else we have. Okay, so that looks like that's about that. Let me just see if there's anything else in true crime here. Underage dash cam caught a trooper. Okay. Wow, what is this about? New Jersey. Look at this. Crazy. People are really like not okay. Not okay. They really are not okay. Authorities say a New Jersey State Police lieutenant shot and killed his ex and her new boyfriend before turning the gun on himself. Okay. New Jersey State Trooper shot and killed his ex-girlfriend and her current boyfriend before taking his own life. The Hunterdon County Prosecutor's Office said Richard Santos, a New Jersey State Police lieutenant, fatally shot Lauren Semenchik and Tyler Webb before he turned the gun on himself. Investigators say they learned that Santos had been in a relationship with Semenchik, which ended in September of 2024. And that after it concluded, he engaged in continued harassing and controlling behavior. Semenchik was a veterinarian, so she was a veterinarian. And she had just begun dating Tyler Webb. So he looks like he was a firefighter. This was her, she was a veterinarian. This is her current boyfriend. And then her ex-boyfriend killed them all. Because they broke up in September of 2024, and I guess he still wasn't over it. Authorities revealed surveillance video taken from Semenchik's car, which showed her being followed on August 1st by a Mercedes SUV, same one that the officer was later found dead in. So she was being followed. Minutes after Semenchik parked her car at home, a figure was seen on the camera walking into a wooded area along the driveway. 30 minutes later, Webb's car arrived at the home and parked next to Semenchik's. On August 2nd, police were called to Semenchik's home after a report of an unconscious woman. Officials later learned the evening before the sound of gunshots and screaming was reported by multiple 911 callers, but responding police could not locate the source. So, killed them all. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then here, two Minnesota teachers going through a divorce. Two former Minnesota teachers who were dating were found dead in what authorities are calling murder-suicide. Morrison County Sheriff's Office say the 32-year-old Crystal Marshall was shot and killed by her boyfriend, 34-year-old John Gans, on July 18th. Gans then turned the gun on himself. Deputies found the couple dead at the scene. .40 caliber handgun was also recovered on site. Authorities showed up to the home for a welfare check because Marshall was supposed to be in court that day for a driving while impaired charge but never showed up. Gans, who was going through a divorce, was also supposed to be in court. According to the Midwest Medical Examiner's Office, Marshall died from a gunshot wound to the head while Gans's death was ruled a suicide. Marshall's loved ones have created a GoFundMe page to support Marshall's two children who are 3 and 5 years old, along with their father. What? What? Unbelievable. I just don't get it. And then this guy right here, they were at a wedding. Roland Schmidt, 76, allegedly killed Christine Moyer over divorce paperwork, which was filed against his son. An Illinois man is now behind bars after allegedly shooting his daughter-in-law as she was leaving a family wedding. Schaumburg police allege that Roland Schmidt, 76, killed Christine Moyer, 45, over divorce paperwork, which was filed against his son. Schmidt is charged with first-degree murder. At a hearing on July 28th, prosecutors say Schmidt had planned the killing for a week and was going to commit suicide afterwards. He executed her in the presence of her own family. Per the police press release, officers responded to a parking lot after a report of a shooting at about 10:15 p.m. on Friday, July 25th. Officers discovered Moyer near the front entrance of a Marriott hotel with a gunshot wound to her head. She was transported to the hospital where she later died. Schmidt was subdued on the ground by a citizen and turned over to police. Police found a firearm at the scene. Police said that Schmidt followed Moyer out of the building, approached her, and then shot her in the head. Unbelievable. That's the way, That's the way to handle things like that, right? No, not at all. Oh my gosh. I don't know what is wrong with people. Just crazy. Okay, just nuts. Nuts. Hi, Bink. How are you? Hi, Frilly Farmhouse. How's it going? Okay, let's see if we can find something nicer. Right now, let's see if we can find something nicer. We talked about that guy over the pregnant. Didn't I talk about that last night? Thought I did. Okay, before we do that, thought that guy from the Devil's Den. That was his back. Says that a couple who visited the Devil's Den State Park on the day of the double murder claimed they received a death stare from the suspect accused of murdering the couple who took their 2 daughters to the state park. The 2 witnesses said they encountered a man matching the description of the suspect just minutes before the attack. The couple was together with their brother and sister and a pet dog, and down the trail they saw a man coming their way, and they immediately found him to be odd. In the interview, the couple said the man was dressed entirely in black, carrying a large mesh-style athletic bag. It was very out of place. They described the interaction as deeply unsettling and saying he gave them what they call a death stare and bad energy. The couple said they later recognized the man in photos released by authorities, identifying McGain as the suspect in the murders of Clinton Brink and his wife Kristen. Along with the couple who believed they saw the suspect, others said they saw the man's car had duct tape over his license plate. Well, okay. I know I was looking for something nicer, but gruesome. An American journalist missing after going for a hike. Okay. Trying to find something nice. What I'm finding is mostly more crazy. $300 and let's see if we can find anything nice. Anything. Wow, there's just there's nothing. All right, let's try to find. I'll have to go to another source for this. All right, let's go see if we can find something here. Wow, I don't know what's going on in the world, but it's like, is there any good stories? It's crazy. All right, so we're going to say, sorry, I tried. There's nothing good. I like just out there. There's nothing good. So, oh, there's the washer. That's nice. What was I going to say? Hold on a minute. For wait a second. I am so freaking hot here. Hold on. I have to open up this door here. All of a sudden I'm like, it can't be. It's got to be. Let me open this door. Getting like frilly now. Oh, that feels nice. Okay. Frilly, I'm getting like you. Getting all of a sudden all hot. Okay. That feels nice though. All right. All right, let's see what else. We're going to go and try to see something else. Okay. Now I can concentrate. Maybe. All right, let's see. Okay. Let me see. Oh, there's dogs being trained to track the elusive spotted lanternfly and save crops from devastation. That's good news. All right, so, and a backpacker was found alive in the Australian bush after 12 days of surviving her major mistake. So that's good news too. So we'll take that. And let me get back to you guys. We have to be grateful for every day. Yeah, absolutely, Jane Grill. And I guess right now we'll play some word cookies. We'll do a daily and then maybe, I don't know. Where are you, Bink? I don't understand. Why can't we do the daily puzzle? Why can't we do the daily puzzle? Oh my gosh, we have to wait. We have to wait a few minutes. Okay, so we'll just... This is crazy. Does anybody know what this one is? Okay, I got that. Got it. We have to wait for the daily until it's 12 o'clock, which is 7 more minutes. Okay, so where's all our word players? I don't know where all our word players are. I don't know where Bink is. I don't know. Bink was just here and now she's gone. I haven't seen Scooter in days. I hope everything's all right with her. I haven't seen I haven't seen High 61. I haven't seen Victoria. I don't know the last time I saw Victoria. I hope she's okay. Little lady, I hardly see little lady. I saw a glimpse of her tonight. Heartmate Wise, I saw her last night. I don't know where everybody is. Everybody's everybody. Where's everybody? Hi there, Murder Crows. Okay, you got some stuff. Okay. Here, I can always count on murder of crows. I don't know where Victoria is. I'm really worried about her. I hope she's okay. Okay. Opting. I got that. Yeah, I know. Really? And Bink was just here, but she's like here for 1 minute and then she's gone. What else did you get? Opting, ping, ion. I don't know what we got here. Linda, where's Linda? Linda goes to bed early now? Is that what's... I mean, we were even on early. Voting. Did you dig into info that... Did you dig info... Yes, I did. I did go over him. I'm still trying to find out where the girlfriend is. She in jail? What's going on with that? Hi, Captain Lee. I think she is in police protection. She's pregnant. I don't know. I don't know. There we go. Murder Crows. We got this one. Now we can go back to hopefully the daily. There we go. I'm exhausted. I've been running around like a Looney Tunes. What did you say? Oh, there's Victoria. Where have you been, Victoria? Wow, I've been worried about you. That was a long time that I haven't seen you. There she is. Hi, Victoria. Let's see. What do we got here? Emote. That sounds good. Good job. Let me see. Okay, and I thought I had poem, don't I? I do. Let me see. Meet. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. Okay, and oh, caught. It's got to be caught. And then toe. It's got to be top. There we go. And then over there, it's got to be T. T. Temp. Oh, okay, there we go. There you can murder crows. Hello, White Angel. Oh, special level, guys. Special level. LE. Let's see. Goodness. I don't know. Does anybody know? White Angel wants to know if anybody knows if there'll be an auction tomorrow night. Oh, what do we do here? Is anybody? Complete. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. What is this? Come on. Call. Hi, Gail B. Oh my gosh, I can't even stop yawning. Elect. Okay. Very good. Elect and what would this be? Oh my gosh, I can't stop. I've got to stop. I've got to stop. Oh, what do you think this is, this last one, guys? Temple? That sounds like it. Very good, Murder Cross. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I am so tired. It is ridiculous how tired I am. I'm so tired. Okay, yeah, to answer your question, there will most likely be a auction tomorrow sometime. Anyway, I have to go to bed. I appreciate you guys hanging with me while I'm trying to get back in the groove from being 2 days out of town and up early and just going and going and going and going and going. I appreciate it. And oh shoot, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully there'll be an auction and maybe there'll be some other stuff. I love you guys. God bless, prayers. I'll see you later. Take it easy. Be good.